always been steady. I thought he was going to turn the corner this year and get into that next echelon, so to speak. And the Knicks got the Hornets tonight, and I believe he'd probably be out tonight as well. And I just think he was just a second, third option, that best player, but he secured his bag, and it just, something is just missing. I like Quigley, I like
What's
Barrett.
missing? Let's go ahead.
I like all of them, but it's just something about Julius that he don't want that smoke.
Folks, listen to me. What's missing this year? A healthy Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is the glue of that team. Hasn't played for most of the season, and you see it in their play. But also with Randall, he's too off the cuff. He's flying off the handle, arguing with all the refs and trying to get every foul call. You're not gonna get that.
Arguing with the fans?
Fans, you're a big boy. You're telling your own fans they can't boo. You play in New York City.
Come on.
Come on, man. Come on. What are we doing here?
I'm from New York. You know where you at.
What are we doing here?
You know where you at.
But to throw it back to the other team they're playing tonight, the Hornets.
Yo.
I like what they can do.
Yes. Come on. LaMelo Ball is the truth.
Miles Bridges.
Is the truth.
And they signed my man IT for the rest of the season. Give it up for IT
Yes.
after everything with his sister and the injuries, and he's back.
Man, I was an Isaiah Thomas fan. I'm so glad to see him. That's a great story. He was in the G League for a little bit, lit it up for about 40, 45 points here and there, and like, yo, enough of that. Bring him right back into the league. He had a shot, and now he's right back where he belongs. And I think that they know how to use him right. They don't need him to do all the heroics, because LaMelo Ball know how to get him in his spot. And this kid is just amazing. I'm loving his ball.
And speaking about IT and Melo, they have a great connection. IT's been serving as a mentor to Melo, and since he's been on the team, Charlotte has gone 7-2 since they signed IT.
I tell you.
So it's no coincidence.
And listen, you know Jordan ain't for the losing, so they're gonna have to do something. And the kid that just shot the ball, what's his name again? Oh, the guard. Because wasn't he with the Pacers? I can't think of his name. But he was just a. I love this Charlotte team.
Charlotte has a solid team. You know, I agree with you.
If they when they get into that playoff,
they're gonna be a scary team.
Yes, I would not want to meet them in the first round.
I don't.
I just don't want to meet them in the first round. They got so many ways of beating you, and they got big man. Valanciunas is big. I mean, he can grind it out with anybody.
They can play defense too.
Then,
they can play defense.
And if LaMelo just starts shooting the threes and he gets hot, is a different beast.
You know, Melo has logo range. So
yes, but we still got 5 in the ping pong contest. The Knicks, the Pistons, the Magic, and the Thunder. Oh, the Pacers. It's gonna be crowded up there. Right. And I got another team that might join them, because out in Texas is the battle for Texas tonight. Is the Rockets and the Mavs. And I love the Mavs. I don't understand why Porzingis and Doncic couldn't work.
2 alpha males from the same
you think
area.
Porzingis is an alpha?
I think it's a clash. You know, Porzingis still thinks he's a unicorn. You know, he's still young. You know, still in his 20s, but clearly it's Luka's team.
Yes.
And the keys were given to him by owner Mark Cuban and coach Jay Kidd, and everybody else works. And since they brought back in Dinwiddie, they look different.
I like the Dinwiddie move.
They look different.
Yes, I like the Dinwiddie move. I just think they just have a solid team. I think everybody, you know what makes good basketball teams?
Oh, I thought you were talking about your guy, Jalen Brunson.
No, Jalen is a beast. Don't get me wrong. I was going to talk about him, but I want to say what makes a basketball team really, really good at the next level is when everybody knows their role. And I think on Dallas, everybody knows their role and they accept that. And they know that at the end of the game, who's going to have the ball in their hands at the end of the game, and everybody accept that is Luka's team, and I think that's why they're so successful, and they've been rolling ever since.
And I think they have great outside shooting this year, which they didn't have last year.
Yes.
So I think adding Bullock to the team, another Tar Heel, by the way. You know,
man, stop it with the Tar Heel stuff.
It makes for good basketball, but Coach Kidd has changed their mentality from just an offensive team to having a defensive mindset, and is paying big dividends this year. And Luka is Luka.
And on the other side, Houston,
Who?
Houston, the Rockets.
Is that a team?
Yeah, 50 just did a deal with them. He's gonna be selling all his stuff at the clubs and everything in Houston at the arena. But that's about the only best news they had, because I mean, they got the young boy Jalen Green, but outside of him,
Christian Wood.
Yeah, I like Christian. You know, he was a blue coat at one moment.
He was.
Yeah, and he was great for us. Loved everything about Christian Wood. He went to the schools, talked to the kids, but what he does on the court is totally different. And I believe they are maybe 2 players away. They don't have enough veteran presence on that team.
Yeah, I mean, outside of Eric Gordon, well, I forgot I was still in the NBA until this season. You know, playing in Houston, you go into the abyss. But Houston, I'm pleading with you. Free John Wall. Let him go. Let John Wall go. You're paying him $42 million to be on the bench. Why? Please tell me why. You got money to throw away?
Okay, they're going to free him, but where's he going to go and what are they going to get back for him? How much does he still have in the tank?
John Wall has a lot to tank.
Okay.
He should have went to L.A. They gave the draft pick, could have traded him back for Westbrook and call it a day. If they were dumb enough to do the trade, I would do it. But they didn't. So he still collecting money on the bench. So best job in the world right now, $41 million, just to watch basketball.
Well, we're going to go to the other side because we're going to stay right there in the West, and these guys used to be a powerhouse game. This is the game that you wanted to see. This is the game that you sat home and was waiting for, Spurs and Blazers, but it's just a different dynamic now. I don't say the time has passed Popovich by because Popovich is just an amazing coach. I think he can adapt to any era. I just think that he needs certain type of players to play the way he wants to play. And I don't know what's going to happen with the Blazers. I love the Trailblazers. I just think, with Damian Lillard, they're just taking their time, which is a smart idea. You don't want to rush him back in any way, shape, or form and see where he's going to land after this, or hopefully he's going to stay. Who knows? Who cares? I mean, it's the Blazers, it's the Spurs, but what's your take on this, Jason?
Now, this was 2010. This would be a great matchup.
Yes.
But tonight,
yes,
not so much. I mean, you have DeJounte Murray and Lonnie Walker, Jakob Poeltl. You got a few players that you can still watch on the Spurs, but then the Blazers, it's over. The run of the Blazers is over. It's no more CJ.
Yeah. The McCollum going to the Pelicans.
The Dame is out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
They just announced it. I don't know what to say about Portland right now. I don't know what they're doing, and you can be loyal to a fault. If you look at KG in Minnesota all those years, then you finally wised up and say, hey, I'm trying to win a championship. Maybe Dame follows that path at some point.
Almost like what Drexler did?
Ooh, even better. Even better.
Yeah, Drexler was there, and he went to Houston, and he's like, he had the flip-flop. I said, I got to go get it, and it was a big move, but it
didn't hurt to have his
out.
Slamma Jamma teammate in Hakeem.
Oh yeah,
it didn't hurt.
Yeah, when you got the dream, that
it didn't hurt.
You can't lose.
It didn't hurt.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And now this is going to be a great game tonight. Your Nets and your Grizzlies. Woo-hoo! Is Ja Morant the truth? Come on, y'all. Is Ja Morant the truth?
He is the truth. He's the most exciting player in the league.
I love that for Memphis. I love Memphis. I just love the city. I love the area. I just thought that was a great move for them to get somebody young and exciting and explosive. It's great for the NBA. It's great for the league, but also it's great for the city of Memphis. And I'm so glad that they got him.
I mean, Memphis has a loaded roster. You think about outside of Ja, you have Desmond Bane, you have Jaren Jackson Jr. I mean, you have, you got Steven Adams playing for them, the rim protector, enforcer. They have just a great overall squad. You got Slow Mo still playing for them, Kyle Anderson, who can play 3 or 4 positions. This is a very well-coached team and a very cohesive unit. They look like they love the game and they love playing with and for each other. So I like what they can do.
And what do you think about the Nets, though, Jason? I mean, hey, they just passed it. It was all over the place that Kyrie's going to be able to play now and things of that nature. And it's good for the game. I think anytime all the players are healthy, all the players are able to play, it's just good for the game. And I'm loving this move.
I mean, you have KD.
Say no more.
Say no more. However, blank checks don't always win championships.
That's true.
Look at the 04 Lakers. Look at the 2022 Lakers right now. Blank checks don't always win championships, but with Kyrie and KD and whenever Simmons decides to show up, it's a good team. But then the wild card for me with Brooklyn, I like them picking up Drummond and Seth Curry.
Yes.
It made their team a whole unit. And you can start them, you can bring them off the bench, and you pair them with Brown and Claxton. The Nets are a good team. I'm going to give them their due respect.
And they got a great coaching staff, so they have everything in place. They could do some great things.
Health is the key factor.
And when everybody's healthy, that's good for the league, and that's what counts for me, the league. And that's what the NBA, the best league in the world, with the best players in the world, with the best coaches in the world. And this time of year is the best time for you to watch basketball, and that leads me up to my Warriors in the Heat. And I'm loving this game. We're going to be without some star guys for the Warriors, but I think that's this time of year. There's a lot of jockeying for that, so you want to be smart. You want to be, a little bit more patient. Take some time. Make sure guys are healthy to get ready for that real long run. And I think that's where we're sitting at right now. And the Heat, they're looking to just hit on all cylinders and keep playing and keep guys going and get that rhythm and get that cohesiveness, because they've been up and down all year with injuries and COVID and things of that nature. So I think this is a good move for them.
I think it's a good game, even without the big stars. I mean, Jordan Poole's been playing phenomenal basketball.
Yes, I like
all
that
season
kid.
long.
Yes,
the rookie Kuminga is playing great, better than expected this year. But with the Heat, I mean, they've been at the top of the East all year, despite everything going on.
Right.
I mean, when you have a team with Jimmy Butler, you have Bam Adebayo, I think one of the best big men in today's game. He can go inside, outside. You got Tyler Hero off the bench.
Yes.
Again, you got Tyler Hero off the bench.
When you got shooters, you can't lose.
Shooters, and guess what? Oladipo's helping, and he's back now.
Man, remember that when he was in Indiana? Oh, he made such a transition. To see that he go through everything he go through, to be coming back and playing, especially this time of year. Those are the type of stories that make the NBA and sports what it is. When you hear about an Oladipo story, when you hear about an Isaiah Thomas story, that's what the league is all about. And I'm excited for that matchup. It gives me this matchup, the Jazz and the Celtics. And they've been kind of under the radar. The Jazz been playing great basketball over there in the West. You got Gobert, you got Mitchell, and then for some reason the Celtics just, I don't know. You got Tatum, you got Brown, you got Smart, but it's just something missing. I don't know why that is not there with either
I don't
team.
think anything's missing. Like, if you look at their record since December, they've one of the top teams in the entire NBA. Also, they're ranked #1 in defensive efficiency since December. So they're clicking.
Celtic fan, just let y'all know Celtic fan.
I'm just giving you numbers, giving you facts,
You giving me facts. We done talking about 12 teams. You've been like, wait. Now we come to the Celtics, you give me stats and facts.
I mean, I can give you stats about, about Gobert and Conley and Donovan Mitchell. Since he's come back from his injury, they've been playing a lot better. Coach Snyder's a great coach, but I heard some rumblings that Coach Snyder might be next in line to coach the Lakers. I heard about that earlier today. So,
well, then I heard something that D. Wade might suit up tonight too, but that's a whole nother story.
I mean,
no, D. Wade be looking smooth though. That's what I mean.
Minority owner, he might do those kind of things.
I mean, but it's amazing though. I'm loving that D. Wade is over there, kind of like a mentor to Donovan Mitchell. So it's good to see the guys come back and take ownership of some of the teams and give what they've learned all over these years. But last but not least, the best there is, the one, the only, your Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's go Sixers. I need to know what you think. This is going to be a great game. We need it as the Sixers going forward for all we're trying to do, get that playoff push and get that seeding right. And I think no matter where we land, we are going to be dominant. I just love our team. I love the cohesiveness of our team. I love the togetherness of our team. And I just think that the Lakers are trending the other way. And I think this time of year they see the writing on the wall, so to speak. So, I mean, this is a game for us to go and show who we are tonight.
Well, without LeBron makes it even easier.
Oh.
Tonight, since he's out tonight.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But I like what the Sixers have done with the additions that they've